Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am very excited for quite a few reasons. I know it's been a minute since I've done a YouTube video, probably about 2 weeks, but I've been very busy with lots going on, such as Halloween, prepping all my kids to get ready for Halloween. I've had a lot of in-person makeup work and it's just been kind of crazy. And also, I've been very busy staying up late watching the Atlanta Braves play in the World Series. And so hence why I'm wearing an Atlanta Braves hat that my husband begged me to wear in the beginning of this video, because last night the Braves won the World Series. And hallelujah, it's been like 26 years that I've had to hear about how the Braves just haven't won in forever and they get so close and then they don't make it all the way. So I've been living with a husband who's been very sad for quite a while when the Braves haven't made it all the way to the World Series and then pulled it out. But last night they pulled it out, so that's why I'm wearing this hat. I'm not going to wear it long term because it will mess up my bangs and, you know, for the rest of this YouTube video. But he asked me to wear it, so, and I love the Braves. I do love to wear a hat, but not today when I'm going to be talking about makeup. So way to go, Braves. We are very proud of y'all, and now I have a very happy household of my 2 boys and my husband. So go Braves. But we're gonna put this hat down and talk about makeup now, which is probably the reason all of y'all are here. So I am happy that the Braves won, but I'm also happy because I wanted to share with y'all just 2 products. We're gonna ease back into these YouTube videos since it's been a while, but there's been 2 products that I have bought recently from Sephora that I have really been loving, and so I figured it was time that I gave them a proper YouTube video. Now I'm wearing both of them on my face right now. Hopefully I look happy and healthy and fresh-faced, and so I want to introduce you to both of these products now. So since I have both of them on, we are going to run some b-roll in this video so you can actually see me applying them and how they look on, because I know that when I watch YouTube videos and, you know, people do product reviews, I actually kind of want to see the product going on and how it performs in real time. So as y'all know, if you've been watching my YouTube videos for a while, or even if you haven't, I typically am a drugstore girl. I love to talk about inexpensive makeup. I feel like a lot of people love less expensive makeup. It's a little bit more accessible. But these 2 products actually happen to both be from Sephora. Now they're not super duper expensive though. So the first one is going to be in the concealer category. And as a 43-year-old woman, I don't go anywhere without concealer. I was actually working a bridal party the other day, and I was speaking with most of the women that I was working with, and all of us agreed that we can probably leave the house without lipstick, or we can leave without mascara, although that's touchy. Maybe not mascara either, but we will not go without concealer. And so I'm always on the hunt for the best and brightest concealer, and I had actually heard about this specific one being the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. I believe I had heard about it from a Tati Westbrook YouTube video. If you don't follow Tati, she's really awesome. I've followed her for a while. She's actually one of the only other YouTubers that I watch consistently because she just provides great advice. So if you haven't checked her out, be sure to check out Tati. I'm sure you have. I think she has like gazillion subscribers. So I believe that I had found out about this product on her YouTube channel, and so when I was ordering from Sephora, I saw that it got some really stellar reviews. Like, I believe it's almost got a 5-star rating, and I love Lancome products. It was only $29 for this concealer, which I feel like for concealer is actually a really great price if it performs well. The biggest thing that got me to actually purchase this, one of the biggest things that people talked about, was that this concealer doesn't really crease, and anything liquid or creamy you're gonna put on your face is gonna eventually move during the day. So don't get too caught up in that. You can always move it around with the warmth of your fingers. But this stuff, I will say, after wearing it I've been wearing this for about 2 weeks now, it really doesn't crease bad at all, which is kind of amazing. In today's video, you'll see with the b-roll that I'll be rolling now, is I had already applied my foundation, and then I apply my concealer on top of that because it gives you the most bang for your buck, in my opinion. That's what you're really bringing your complexion home with. So the color that I chose in this Lancome was number 250, and it's called Warm Bisque. Now it says that it's for light skin with warm undertones. Now I consider myself more neutral in terms of undertones, but they did not have the Warm Bisque, which was a step up. I wanted that, it was sold out, but I was so desperate to try this because I'd heard such great things about it. I went ahead and ordered the 250, and I actually really, really like it. The color has turned out really, really beautifully. The great thing about this concealer, it has the most perfect doe foot applicator, which sounds weird, but it fits just perfectly in the hollows of my eyes. And as I have aged, my hollows have gotten more pronounced under my eyes, but this doe foot applicator fits just where it needs to underneath my eyes. It's nice and creamy, it's so hydrating. It does not feel cakey. It does not feel thick. I don't know that I'll be buying Shape Tape again anytime soon. If you're familiar with Shape Tape by Tarte that everybody talks about, I feel like it's too thick and cakey for me. So I'm moving on to more hydrating formulas. This one is hydrating. So I put a couple dabs underneath the hollows of my eyes, just where I see darkness. And then I used just a basic flat concealer brush, and I apply it underneath my eyes. One of the things I feel like makes my concealer perform better is I do love to use a brush to get it exactly where I want it. Sometimes I'll take it and I'll clean up underneath my winged eyeliner, which I tend to wear a lot, and I'll just clean up right underneath that. And then I will take the warmth of my finger, usually my ring finger or middle finger, typically my ring finger, a little more gentle, and I'll just press that product in to warm it up. Occasionally I will do one layer if I just want light coverage for this concealer, but today I went ahead and did two. So I go back in with another light dot just to where I see, you know, a little bit more darkness. And then again, I will just kind of tap it in with my concealer brush. You'll see that I never do a whole lot of swiping because that keeps your concealer on the surface of your eyes. You really want to press the product into your skin so it really holds onto it. So then I'll take my finger and I'll just press it back in. Now, I pretty much never, ever, ever do concealer and not set it with powder. So you'll see that today I actually did use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Y'all know this is the only loose powder that I love. So I just take a little bit of that, just a dab will do it. It doesn't need a whole lot. This formula is actually, it dries pretty quickly. So you don't need a ton of powder, but I always like to just really lock it in. And then I just take it and apply it right under there, right on top of that concealer to set it, and then move on to the other eye. But as a whole, for 29 bucks for a Lancome concealer that I have found does not really crease bad at all during the day, this is one of my new favorites. I have been going to it a lot lately. I feel like it comes in, let's see, around like 20 shades that you can choose from. And so I bought mine from Sephora. I know you can buy it from a couple other websites, but there's pretty much a color for everybody. Just look for your right undertones and skin tone and give it a try. I think that this stuff is pretty amazing, and it makes me feel very, very awake and alive and fresh-faced. So that's the first product that's been making me really, really happy these days. The second one is a product that I've been wanting to buy for a long time. I don't know why it took me so long to buy it, but that is the Rare Beauty, and this is the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. Now, as a more mature woman with drier skin, y'all know I do love a good cream blush because it doesn't, you know, it's not like some of the powder formulas can sit on top of dry, flaky skin and just look kind of gross. A cream blush does look more fresh-faced and dewy and gives you more of a more natural finish. Like it looks like you actually have, like, you're just naturally blushing. And so when reading the reviews on this product on Sephora, it gets great reviews as well. It's only 20 bucks, which I feel like is really great. The only thing that I had read about it that I was kind of like nervous about was that everyone was like, it's so hard to get it to rub in, or it looks splotchy, or it dries too fast. It's very long lasting, which I think is super key for blush because it's one of the first things that fades on me throughout the day. But the more I've worn it, I have figured out the trick to make this Rare Beauty blush look so beautiful and just seamless on the skin, and that is to use my beloved e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush. Now, this is only $4. You can buy it online. It's one of my favorite for any cream blush. I use it for all my cream blushes, whether they're in a stick or in a pot, or like this one that comes in a tube. It's awesome. It's $4. Totally worth it. Definitely get this if you're a cream blush fan. And so the thing with the Rare Beauty, the color that I went with today was Joy. And so Joy is described as a muted peach, which I would totally agree with the peach description. I would not agree with muted. It is not muted whatsoever. As you can see, it's actually a really, really bright peach, and when you put it right on the skin, you see how bright it is. Now, it does dull out a little as you buff it into the skin, so Of course, I put this on after my foundation as well. I put it on after my concealer. I had applied a little bit of bronzer beforehand just to kind of sculpt underneath my cheeks and my neck and that sort of thing, but it wasn't gonna mix in with this. But with this product, because it is so very pigmented, just a little dab will do ya. It's also got a little doe foot applicator, which is really handy. And so when I first started using this, I put like 3 dots, unexpecting, or not expecting how bright and pigmented it would be, and that was way too much. So the key with this product is to start lightly and then build up until you get the right amount of color that you want. But it also comes in 2 finishes, radiant finish and matte finish. I went for radiant finish because, again, I always want the dewier the better when it comes to my cheeks. So what I do is I just put 1 little dot right there on the middle of my cheek, and I'll take my blush brush and immediately go and buff that in a circular motion. Don't do dot, dot, and then start rubbing it in, because the time you get to your second cheek, it'll be way too dried and you won't be able to buff it out. So do 1 dot, buff it in until you get it dispersed as you want it on your cheekbones, and then go to the next one and buff it in. But I have been loving this. I feel like it gives me like just such a brighter complexion with this color. I will definitely be trying another one. The radiant finish comes in, it looks like 4 shades, and the matte finish also comes in 4 shades. So I'm assuming the matte finishes are probably gonna be really good for you oily skin gals. I do not have oily skin whatsoever, so I do like a more radiant finish to give me some dewiness back. But I love this so much, and I feel like it's just really pretty. And every time I put it on, it makes me really happy. It makes my cheeks look happy. And I always think that that's a huge win when you purchase a makeup product, that it just makes you feel happier and prettier when you put it on. So love this by Rare Beauty. I will definitely be buying this in another color, probably a pink, and trying that for the winter. So those are my 2 products for today. Those are the 2 products that are bringing me joy, making me happy. So I would love to hear in the comments below if you've tried either one of these, or if you have a great suggestion for a new concealer you've tried that you think might be better than this, or if you've tried a cream blush that you're loving. These are both categories of things that I wear all the time, and I do love them, especially for more mature skin ladies that might have the drier skin like me. Both of these perform really well. So I love them. Definitely give them a try. I will link all the products below, including the 2 tools that I used to apply both of these in case you're interested. I will link it in the description box below, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye-bye.